This is a crochet tutorial on how I made this v-neck vest. If this looks like what you want, stay tuned. Let me take you through the process. For this tutorial, you'll be needing 3 colors of yarn. You can use any 3 color of your choice, or you can even use 2 colors as well. It just depends on your preference, okay? But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using 3 colors of yarn for this tutorial. So this, and you'll be needing your stitch marker, needing your hook, of course. I'll be using 3.5mm crochet hook. You need your scissors, and you also need your measuring tape, okay? This is what the vest look like. This is like the front panel, and this is like the back panel. Some people start with like making ribbons and they go upward like this, but for this tutorial we'll be starting with like from here, from the body upwards. Then we'll do the ribbons down on the hand and the neck ribbon at the end of the video, okay? The stitch you are going to be using for this tutorial is called the houndstooth stitch, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But first of all, you are going to need your body measurements for this vest. I'm going to show you how to take your body measurements to be able to customize it to your body size. So first is first, you're going to take your bust measurement, like round. Like for instance, your bust measurement, your round bust measurement is 40 inches. Yeah. If your round bust measurement is 40 inches, you're going to divide this 40 inches by 2, which is 20 inches. So the front panel is going to be 20 inches and the back panel is going to be 20 inches as well. Do you get? Now, you're going to be making a chain that is 20 inches long. Then after taking this measurement, for example, we already have our bust measurement, which is 20 inches. Okay. The next measurement you're going to be taking is your length, the length that you want your work to be, like how long you want it. If you want it to be short, just take the length, okay? So for instance, if the length, the total length plus the ribbon is, let me say, 30 inches, that's for the length. You're going to know how wide you want your ribbon to be, and you're going to take this inches or centimeters off this 30 inches. For instance, if I want my ribbon to be 2 inches long, I'm going to take out 2 inches from this, which is going to be 28 inches. So I'm going to be making my vest from here to the top to be 28 inches minus the ribbon. Do you get? Later on, add your 2 inches ribbon. Also, don't forget to always write the measurements you're using and write the stitch, the number of stitch you are also using, okay? So now let's say this is 2 inches. That means the total length that I'm going to do, that is from here to the shoulder, is going to be 28 inches. So now we already have it in mind that whatever we are doing, we're supposed to get like 28 inches, which is like the length of our vest, okay? Now you see this part and this part. So here, this part should be like a little into your bust. Like this part is going to be like from the middle of your bust to like the down part. That's before the ribbon. Do you get? So you take measurement of this as well. Note this measurement as well. From your shoulder to middle of your bust, and from middle of your bust to like your length. Do you get? So you know the measurement of from here to here, and from the middle of your bust, that's like your armhole, your underarm. To make it easier, from your underarm downwards as well. Do you get? Have that measurement as well. We already have it in mind that the total of what we are doing is 30 inches minus our ribbon, which is 2 inches. We have 28 inches. That's example. I'm not also using this. I'm just giving an example. So you also like make yours to the measurements you want to do. Do you get? We already know that this from here to this place is from our underarm to our desired length before the ribbon. Okay? Then from this our underarm to like our shoulder as well is another different measurement, but we all know that it is not going to be more than this 28 inches. So just do that calculation yourself and like know how many inches this part is going to be and how many inches this part is going to be. For instance, we already have 28 here. Let me say this part is like 18 inches, and from here, from this part to the shoulder is like 10 inches. Now we already know what we are working with, so we know that this part, whatever we are doing here, we're making it, once it's 18 inches long, we are going to stop. Then we'll start this armhole and the hand. Do you get? Let's start with this part. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be doing the ribbing at the later end, so let's start with like the body of the front panel, and I will show you how to go about it. I'll take my yarn, that's like the first color that I want. I'm using red. Take your red and make a slip knot like this. After making a slip knot, we are going to be making a chain that is half of your bust measurement. So for instance, if your bust measurement is 40, you're going to be making a long chain that is 20 inches long. Okay, so let's go. To make a chain, you yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, and don't forget to count how many chains you did, because you are going to be using the same measurement for the back. And once you get the accurate measurement for this front, you don't need to do too much calculations for the back. Okay, so make sure that your front measurement is correct and accurate, and make sure you always write it down. Whatever changes you do in the front panel, make sure you write it down so you don't make mistake for the back panel. So now you're going to continue making your chain until you get your desired length. Okay, so I'm going to go off the camera now and make mine, and I'll come back and tell you what next to do. I'm done with the number of chains that I want. I'll just go ahead and add one more chain to it like this. This stitch comprises of single crochet and double crochet. Okay, so once you know how to make single crochet and double crochet, you're good to go. So I'm going to show those that don't know how to make it. So this is the extra one stitch that we made. So we are going to go into the second stitch from the hook, not this one, the second stitch from the hook, which is this one. You go in like this, yarn over, pull through. We have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through. This is single crochet. You take your stitch marker like this and mark this first stitch that you made. After that, the next stitch is going to be double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into this, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. Okay, now after making, don't forget the first one made single crochet, the second one made half the double crochet. Now for this third stitch, we're going to make single crochet. So it's like just alternating it. We're going to make single crochet, yarn over in the next, double crochet, single crochet, yarn over, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet. So that's how you're just going to keep alternating between double crochet and single crochet. So just continue and I'll see you when we get to the end, and I'll tell you what to do. On the last stitch, and for me I'm making a double crochet for the last stitch. After doing this, this is what your work should be looking like. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. like this. If you are using just so, you can just carry your yarn along as you walk, but for this is I want to just cut it because carrying it is just going to waste yarns. So it's better to just cut them at every the end of every row. Okay, so I'm done with this row, this red for now. I'm going to introduce the next color, which is the green. Take the green and make a slip knot just like this and attach it to this end. So chain 2 and turn your work like this. Bear in mind that whatever you use in ending the stitch, you'll be starting with the other one when starting a new round. For row 1, I ended mine with a double crochet. If you ended yours with a single crochet, if you are turning this way and working down, you're going to be starting with a double crochet. But because I ended with a double crochet, I'm going to be starting the second row with a single crochet. So after chaining 2 like this, you make single crochet here. Take your stitch marker and mark. So now we'll be alternating the stitches. Don't forget, this first row we started with like single crochet. So now you'll be on all this double crochet, you'll be making a single crochet on them. Then on all the single crochet, you'll be making double crochet on it. Okay, just like I did here. I ended with a double crochet, but my first stitch here is a single crochet. Then the next stitch, this one, which is like, so this stitch here is a single crochet. I'm going to be making a double crochet on it. So make a double crochet. Then here, which is a double crochet, I'll be making a single crochet like this. So you just continue alternating it like this. On top of every double crochet, you make a single crochet, and on top of every single crochet, you make a double crochet. I'll see you when I get to the end of this row. I'm almost at the end. Single crochet. Then in this last one, this which is like my first stitch here for this first row, is a single crochet. So I'm making a double crochet on it. So I'm going to take off my stitch marker and make a double crochet. Like this. Now this is what the front is looking like, and this is the back. After this, I'm just going to chain 1 and cut my yarn. So I'm going to be introducing the next color, which is the white. So take your white yarn and make a slip knot. And attach it to this last stitch here. Chain 2 and turn your work. So for this row, because I ended with a double crochet, I'm going to be starting with a single crochet. So I'll make single crochet here. Take my stitch marker to mark. Yarn over in the next double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, just like this. You just continue alternating it until you get to the end. This is what it is looking like for the third row, and I'm just going to cut off my yarn after chaining 1. This is what we have. So you just keep alternating the colors. The next is going to be red, green, white, red, green, white, red, green, white, until you get this length from here to your underarm. And I'll see you after I get mine and tell you the next thing to do. So I am done making, let me show you. This is the length of mine. That's like from the bottom to the underbust, such as this place that has like a stitch marker. And I've gone ahead to make this one part of the shoulder and the arm, like the body. As you can see, I've gone ahead to make one part of the upper body. Don't worry about all this. It's going to be a lot of work, but we'll do it. The end result is worth it. So yeah, if you can take your yarn while walking back, if you can hide it in, that's also okay. But I'll do this at the end. Like when I'm done, I'm going to like just stitch in everything or cut them off. Let me show you how I did this part, which is basically from here to here. Okay, so let me show you what I did. When you are done making this, you're going to divide this into two. Like look for the middle of this front panel. Just divide how many stitches. If it works in like maybe you did 100 and maybe you did like 80 chains or 80 stitches, just look for like the middle, which is like 40. That means you have to like use your stitch marker to mark the beginning of this 40 this side and the end of the other side. Okay, that's going to be your middle point, just like I did here. This is like the middle part, which is like this part, and this other side, which I already started with. But if you have one extra in the middle, good for you. But if you don't have, then just divide it into two and then you walk that way. I'm going to show you how I made this part like this, and the armhole, which is, you can see, is like this, and straight up. Can you see that? So now I'm going to show you how I did this, and I'm going to repeat that in this other part. So it's just like repeating the same thing on the other side. Okay, so let me show you how I did it. Take your work, after dividing it into two equal parts and getting the middle part, use your stitch marker to mark the middle. You're going to take off 2 inches from this part, like 2 inches. So take off 2 inches. Mine was just 10 stitches, so I'm just going to count 10 because I already removed 10 from this part. You can see I'm going to count 10 from the end. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. On the 10th one, you put your stitch marker there, so you'll not be making anything here. Okay, and you're going to take your yarn and you're going to start working from this middle part. So you introduce the next color of yarn, which is the green yarn. Introduce the green yarn and work to this part, and I'll show you what to do. So let's go. I'm just going to take out the stitch marker in the middle and insert like this, chain up 2, can you see, and make the normal sequence that we use. So since I already have double crochet, I'm going to be making single crochet on top of this. So I'll make single crochet, take my stitch marker to mark, yarn over the next double crochet, and this is the last stitch for this row. So I'll chain 1 and cut my yarn like this. So we made, this is like the 2 inches that we took out, and this is from the neck line to this part. You can see this part, we did not work up to the end. So now you introduce the next color and we'll start our decrease. Let me explain how this works. So this is where this row stops. We made like a normal 1 row to this place, and this is like the 2 inches that we took out for like the armhole. Then you can see this place that I already made. We have like a curve like this. So after this, we have like a curve on how the side is going to like be covered. So that's like this part. So we have like this part, and we have like straight up like this. Then for the neckline, we have like just decreased all through till we get to like this part. So now don't forget that this is 2 inches. For this decrease, I made 10 rows of decreases, which is like 3 inches. So it depends on the size and how deep or how curved you want your armhole to be. I made a decrease of 3 inches before I started making a normal row of no decrease, okay? Meanwhile, for the neck, we made decrease till the end. I don't know if you can see it. So we started making decrease till we got to this, okay? And I'm just going to repeat the same thing here, and I'll show you what I am doing. I'm just showing you this so you understand what I am trying to do at this place, because it's the same thing that you're going to do here as well. So take your next color of yarn and attach it to this place like this. Turn your work. Now we're making the decrease, and I'm going to show you how to make the decrease. Normally we are supposed to have single crochet on top of this double crochet, but since we are making a decrease, it means we are coming to this place that's like this single crochet. So what you're going to do is yarn over, insert your hook here, put through, insert your hook here, put through. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, put through 3, yarn over and put through 2 like this. Take your stitch marker, or let me do it again so you understand what I am saying. So after chaining up 2, yarn over, insert your hook here. We're supposed to make single crochet here and make double crochet here. Since it's double crochet we are making a decrease, we're supposed to make double crochet into this place and not make single crochet. So to make that decrease now, yarn over, insert your hook here, put through like this, come to this single crochet where we're supposed to make double crochet, insert your hook, put through. You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, put through 3, yarn over, put through 2. Then take your stitch marker and mark like this. Then the next one, this is a double crochet stitch. We're going to be making single crochet on top, and we just continue the normal way we are interchanging it. Single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, till you get to this part, and I'll show you what to do. Now we have 2 stitches remaining. We're going to be making a decrease here as well. Don't forget that this is the neck line. So to make the decrease, we're supposed to make single crochet here, and this last stitch here is like a single crochet, and this is a double crochet. So we're supposed to make a single crochet. So what you do is, instead of yarning over, you just insert your hook here, put through, take out your stitch marker, insert your hook here, put through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and put through the 3 like this. So we made a decrease here, okay? Chain 1 and cut off your yarn like this. Now you introduce the next color. Chain up 2 and turn your work like this. Don't forget that this is the neck. The neck, we're making decreases till the end, but for this other part, we're just making decreases till we get 3 inches, or you can customize it to how many inches or how many inches you want yours to be. So automatically, I'm making like 10 rows of decrease on this side. Meanwhile, the decrease on this neck part is like constant till we get to the end. To make the next decrease, we have single crochet, here we have double crochet, here we have single crochet. So now we're supposed to make single crochet decrease, because this is a double crochet, okay? So you're going to insert your hook, put through, insert your hook here, put through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and put through the 3. Take your stitch marker and mark like this. Yarn over, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, and just continue. And I'll see you when I get to this last part and I'll show you how to make the decrease again. When you get to this last stitch where we're making our decrease for the armhole, you simply, since here after this single crochet, the next one is supposed to be a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook here, put through, take out your stitch marker, insert your hook into the next stitch, put through. You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, put through 3, yarn over, put through 2. Continue making the decrease till you get the desired curve that you want your arm to have. For me, I made 3 inches, which is like basically 10 rows before I stopped and started just going straight like this. And but I was still making decreases on the neck part, but here I stopped making decreases on this part. Okay, for this beginning, you're making decrease on these 2 sides, here and here. Note, you're making decreases on the 2 sides, but for the armhole part, you're going to stop making decrease after getting 3 inches or your desired curve for the arm. Do you get? But for this neck part, you're going to just continue making decreases till you get to the end. So just continue repeating it. When you're done and gotten the required inches for this part, for our example that I did here is 10 inches. So if you have gotten 10 inches, then you're going to stop. Okay? You're going to stop and you do the same thing for the other side, which is what I am doing here because I've done one part and I am doing the other side. When I get the same stitches or the same rows that I did for this part, I am going to stop and I'll tell you what next to do. Okay, so see you when I am done with this part. As you can see here, I'm done making the decreases and this is what my work is looking like. After this, we're going to do the back panel, and the back panel is just repeating something like this, but we are not going to be making it in 2 parts like this when we get to this upper part. So just go ahead, make the same number of chains that you made for this one and repeat the same thing that you did for this one until you get to the underarm, that's this place, until you get to this part as well, and I will tell you what to do, because as you can see, the back panel is like a bit different. We don't have like a neck area, so it is simply repeating the same thing. After getting this part, you make your decrease. Why making the decrease? You're making the decrease all through, like from here to this place. So this is like the 2 inch, this is the 2 inches that we're going to take out for the armhole. The same thing for this other side, and you're going to make the decrease this way, the same number of rows that you did for this one, the same thing you're going to do here. Then you stop making the decrease and make the same amount of rows that you made from here to this place also here. Okay, this is the back panel. We have made, like, I'm going to show you a video now. The next thing you are going to do is take out the same number of inches or number of stitches you took out from the front panel. So mine, I took out 10 stitches, so I'm just going to count 10. Now that I'm done marking the both sides here and here, I am going to insert, like, add my next color of yarn, which is the green yarn, and this is the 10th one from the nest. You just insert your hook like this and add your chain. So here we are going to make double crochet, the next single, double, and just continue like this, and I'll see you when I get to this part and I'll tell you what to do on the next row. Now I'm at the last stitch and I'm just going to make single crochet here, chain 1, and cut my yarn like this. Then I'll introduce the next yarn, which is the white, and I'm going to start making my decrease. So let me show you again how to make the decrease. Make a slip knot like this and attach it, chain 2, turn your work. So since we made single crochet here and the next stitch here is double crochet, we're going to be making a single crochet decrease because we have to come to this, the top of this double crochet, and you know we like we interchange them, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. So you're just going to insert your hook here, put through, come to this space, you have 3 loops, yarn over and put through all. So this is the single crochet decrease. But if you have to make a double crochet decrease, all you simply have to do is yarn over, insert your hook, make an unfinished double crochet, insert your hook in the next, yarn over, put through 3 loops, yarn over, put through 2, like this. This is a double crochet decrease. But since I have to make a single crochet decrease, I'm just going to insert my hook without chaining over, like this, insert to the next like this, and pull through. Next, I'm going to make double crochet and just continue like that until I get to this place. So I have this, I have the last 2, and I'll repeat the same thing here. So but for this one, for the end of mine, I am going to be doing a double crochet decrease. So I'm going to just, let me show you. Let's say this is it and my yarn is here. This is the last 2. This is the last 2. I'm just going to insert my hook. So I'm just going to yarn over. Since I have to make double crochet here, insert my hook like this, and to the next like this, put through 3 and put through 2. So that's how I'm going to do it. So just continue making the decrease. Make the number of rows of decrease that you did for the front panel, and after that you stop making any decrease. You just be making one stitch in each of the stitches, okay? And until you get the number of rows that you did for the first panel, yeah, until you get the number of rows that you did for the front panel. So yeah, now go ahead and join the 2 panels together, just like I did in this video. Join the shoulder, this shoulder part, to the other, like this other part as well. You're going to join it. This is the armhole, so you're not joining that part. So you join the side and the other side as well. And just go ahead and I'll show you what next. And if you watch this video to this point, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, okay? Now let's go on. As you can see, I've joined the shoulder and I've done one of the arm. You can see I've made the ribbon for this arm, and I've also joined this part, and I believe you've done that too. And I've joined the body as well together. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this arm that I did here. So we'll be repeating it here, and I'll show you how I did it, and I'll show you how to make the neck as well, and the bottom ribbon. So the ribbon for these bottom parts. And yeah, so take your work that you've joined already and you come to this body joining, like under the armhole, that's here. Take your yarn, make a slip knot and insert it into this first stitch here, and make a slip knot like this. Into that same space, make 1 single crochet. Take your stitch marker and mark. Now we're going to go to the next. Don't forget about working here, and you already know how many stitches you have. I have 10 stitches here before I start going this way. So in each of the stitch, we'll be making 1 single crochet into each of the stitch. So just repeat 1 single crochet into each stitch, just like I'm doing. After that, we'll be working this way now. So inside each of this row, you insert 1 single crochet into each of them. So like this, in the next, single crochet, in the next, single crochet, like that. Okay, when you get to this part, we still have 1 row to make our single crochet, and you skip this space and come to this row and make the next single crochet. Okay, then you continue with your normal single crochet. Continue making single crochet all around until you get back to where your stitch marker is, and you make a slip stitch there. To the end, and I'm just going to take out my stitch marker and make a slip stitch there like this. So that chain one. After chaining one, now you're going to make a chain that is as long as how wide you want your ribbon to be. For example, this is how wide this other arm is. So I made like 8 chains here for my ribbon. So I'm going to repeat the same thing here. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing, but first of all, just know how wide you want your ribbon to be, then make a chain that is that long. Okay, I made 8 chains. So if I'm working with 8 chains, I'm going to be doing 8 plus 1. So I'm going to chain 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1, 9. This last one is our turning chain. So yeah, now you'll be working like this, in and out, in and out, in and out. So what you do first is, if you're working in, just know you're working in with single crochet. So insert your hook into the second chain from your hook, not this one, this second one, like this, and make a single crochet. Take your stitch marker to mark it. The next single crochet, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, after making 8 single crochets, which is equal to the chain you made, you come down to this single crochet you made around the arm. We have this first one, which is where we started making the chain from. In the second one, you make a slip stitch like this. In the third one, you make another slip stitch like this. Then chain 1 and turn your work. So now you're working outside. When you're working from inside to the outside part, you'll be working with slip stitch. If you take a look at this ribbon that we did, you'll see these 2 here, which is the slip stitch. We'll be skipping them and working from the third one from our hook. So we'll skip 1, 2, and this third one is where we'll be working from. I'll be working on the back loop. So take your yarn like this. In the third stitch, back loop, make a slip stitch in the back loop only. 2, 3, 4. Take out your stitch marker and make the last one 8. Chain 1 and turn your work like this. Don't forget, if we're going this way now, we're going to be making single crochet. So in the first stitch, the back loop, you make single crochet in the back loop. So single crochet. Take your stitch marker and mark like this. In the back loop, make single crochet until you get to the last one. When you get to the last one, this is the last place that we did our slip stitch. So you'll be working into 1 and 2. So you make slip stitch here and here. So slip stitch, chain 1 and turn. And you skip 2, you skip 1, 2, and from the third one you make your slip stitch in the back loop. 1, 2, and 8. Chain 1 and turn like this. So that's what you just continue doing. So when you're working in now, you make single crochet and when you get here you make slip stitch and make slip stitch to the end, then chain one, double single crochet again. So that's basically it. If you don't understand, just skip play back or take it back from where we started and you get the explanation. And this is what it is going to look like. The inside is looking like this, while the outer part is looking like this. Okay, so I'll just continue, and when I'm done I'll come back and show you. As you can see, I'm already like at the last part. Now to join them together, you just have to come into this last one here and make a slip stitch like this, then join it this way. That's the front parts facing each other like this. Chain one, and you sew them, this back parts and this one together. So you can either use slip stitch or single crochet. So just join them like this. Chain two and cut your yarn, and you have this. So this part, the reason we started from the bottom, which is this joining, is because we want this part to be like at the down. You cannot even notice it if you look at it. So yeah, this is what we have. Go ahead and repeat the same thing for this other arm, and I'll show you the next thing to do. Now after making the both arm, we'll be going to the neck, and this is what we're going to be doing. You know how we did single crochet around the hand or the arm? The same thing we're going to do here, and we're going to make single crochet from anywhere all the way to where we started from. Okay, so attach your yarn here and make single crochet like this, and like this. So now when you get to like this V part, when you insert your hook here and make single crochet, you come here and make another single crochet. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So go and do that, and I'll see you after making my single crochet round the neck. And this is what I have after making the single crochet round like this. Now you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want it to be 8 anymore, but it depends on how wide you want it to be. So I'm going to be working with 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to attach my hook here. When you do that, just slip stitch like this. Into that same stitch, make a single crochet like this. In the next, single crochet. Don't forget to use your stitch marker to mark. Use your stitch marker to mark the first stitch. So 2, 3, 4. This is what you should get after making the 7. Then you come to this one here, this one at the middle here, you make a slip stitch. In the next as well, you make a slip stitch, then chain 1 and turn your work like this. You're going to make slip stitch in the back loop only, so just the same way we did for the handle. So go ahead and make slip stitch 1, Now this is what it is looking like, and I am going to stop here because I am done making this part. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'll join this place to this place. Just take your yarn like this and join it like this. You can actually like just cut off a long yarn and use your needle to like sew it, but we'll use our hook to do that. We'll just join it. So basically this is how it is. So basically just turn it this way like this and join them together. So you'll be joining them with a slip stitch like this. So take this one and take this. Let me show you. So it's taking this and taking the back loop of this one like this, and you slip stitch. Okay, you go to the next stitch, go to the next stitch and take the back loop and slip stitch. Can you see it? So this is basically what you do until you get to the end. So when you get to the end like this, as you can see, you just chain 2 and cut your yarn off. And this is what you have. And this is what it will be looking like, and that's basically it. You're done with the top parts, you're done with the arm and the neck. Then you go down to this parts. Don't forget that at the beginning of this tutorial I give an illustration about this down part. That's like the ribbon for the bottom part, which is like 2 inches or 2.5 inch, depends on you. So if you are using 2 inches, or if you took out to if you measured yours to take out 2 inch for the ribbon, this is the time to do the ribbon. So it's basically the same thing that we did for the arm and the arm part and the neck part. Simply go around with single crochet, then chain up till you get 2 inches, then you start making the ribbon. Okay, the same pattern, and I'll show you what I have after everything. If you watch this video to this point, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.